Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I've been going quietly crazy because every alternative to iMovie, I deleted iMovie 11 because it wasn't working on my iMac. And every alternative I've been given, including one by Jasmine, keeps saying the file's too big to send the Paranormal Chat show that I did on Saturday to YouTube. But I found Wondershare Filmora, and that is slowly, and I mean slow, this is a big file, taking the file and putting it to my desktop. Then I'll have to see, once it's put there, how it sends it to YouTube as a video. So I'm working on it. I was up all night after the show. Sitting here too long hurt my ankles, and they started to swell up in my feet, and I had to take a nap. And did a lot of walking Friday, chased the dog Saturday, and today Kathy called, and then I basically passed out till about 9 o'clock, and I've been screwing over this thing since 9 o'clock, and it's 2 o'clock now almost, so I'm making progress, but it's going to take a while. Of course, I've only been asking for 3 years for somebody who knows Macs to please come over to my house and help me, because it would probably take an hour to tell me how to do this, and I could do it and never have to ask anybody again. But I don't get that kind of help, and I'm not a PC person, and I really don't like PCs because they're even harder to me in some ways to use Macs. Of course, the last PC I used other than the evil MV laptop was a compact with Windows ME on it, which sucked, and eventually that computer died. And my friend Maroney, he got a brand new Windows 10 computer, couldn't figure out how to use it so he could play his games. He does not get on the internet. He had the tech. He lugged it down the cab to the tech. The tech wiped it out and put Windows 7 on it. That's how much he didn't like Windows 10. And he's got a degree in computer science at Maroney, and I don't know about the tech. So, my Windows knowledge is Windows ME and a little bit of using Windows 7. Or Windows, whatever the hell it was called before 7 or around 7. I can't keep track of all the Windows changes. I got enough trouble keeping track of the Mac stuff. And before anybody complains, I did a little iPhone video on Friday. I didn't have my iPad because I was going to be carrying groceries. Excuse me. I'm sleepy. And I forgot how to turn it from this way to this way. So please don't bitch at me. It's been a long time since I used my iPhone to do a video. Alright, as soon as this loads to my desktop, I'll take it from there. It's now at 5%. But I wanted to let you know that I am working on it. It just crawls like a snail. And it's one of the things that I want to do one day. If I have to hire someone to come in here at $15 an hour, show me how to do this, I'll do it. If I put an ad on Craigslist because I'm getting tired of this, not knowing how to do stuff. I am not stupid in the ways of Mac. But if I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to do it. And that's the thing. All right, have a great morning. It started to rain earlier. And I have put flea products on my cats, and they're still scratching, so that's driving me nuts, too. I'm going to have to probably take them all to the vet, and I'll get them flea bats and bomb this place, because Fuzzy and Fluffy are still scratching. Little girl is not scratching, which I don't understand. I'm scratching right now. No, I don't have fleas. I'm just itching for some reason. All right, I'm going to yawn again. Excuse me. I have to stay up and do this, so as soon as this is done, and if I can successfully load the thing onto the desktop and then send it to YouTube, it'll be up. I do have the link. By the way, I did manage to learn how to put the little picture that Jasmine sent me promoting the show into Filmora which was too big for YouTube to use the thumbnail. So that's there. So it's, slowly but surely I figure out how to do stuff. It's just that trying to find Filmora, looking at all the different alternatives to iMovie took me an hour. And going through this site and that site and this web story and that web story, article, alternatives to iMovie. I really don't like iMovie. I never have. But once you use Windows Media Creator, Viewer, whatever the hell it's called, but that's on Windows. And I guess if I had the money, I could spend the money to pay for Apple's super duper expensive program, which I think costs $300 or something. What's this? Oh, mints. In case anyone was wondering what's rattling. And two other things. Billy Joe McGravy called during the show and tried to defend Brig. Well, I read the post on Sewer Gab where she agreed with the haters and said terrible things about me in the Falky thread, which has been renamed the Chefist thread, the Mr. Spock's fishing and bass up your ass thread, or whatever the hell it is. So, sorry, Billy Joe, but Grub is not telling the truth. She has not respected me, and she has insulted me. And as for the other thing, the Circle of Distrust, of the three, I would trust Gerry the most, but I also got sent emails from people saying, "Did you see what Gerry said about you? 6 weeks of manure in his mouth said about you. Drone, not so much, but Drone has been doing some very not nice things that I don't approve of." I'm not going to go into that. So I don't want to deal with any of those people, and that's why Gerry was not allowed to call. And apparently he called a second time, and according to my sources, Jason Callan called the show. No, I wouldn't know Jason Callan's voice off a video if my life depended. In fact, when I heard the audio of the podcast, I go, that doesn't sound like me. It sounds weird. And there's a scientific reason why when you hear yourself recorded, you don't think it sounds like you. So, and I've read that recently too, and I know where it is, but it didn't sound like me. I sound like me now when I hear me, but if I hear it recorded, it doesn't sound like George. I can tell it's me, but it doesn't sound right. It's like it's off or something. I don't know how to explain it. All right. Have a good morning. As soon as this gets done, I will post it to YouTube. It's now at 9%. Now, remember, this is a 2.5-hour audio file, so it's going to be big, and we will see if this actually can post to YouTube or not. Otherwise, Curtis is going to have to call me on Skype and walk me through this to try to get it published. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.